Also, I'm sorry if I keep you up by being loud.
No, you won't.
Hi there. My name is Alex, and this is the story of my first day as a Codesmith software engineering resident. I was supposed to do this video a couple weeks ago, but I didn't. So we are just going to get a little more insight into my first couple weeks of the program. So what Codesmith is a 13-week long intensive program which teaches you how to do full stack JavaScript. So it teaches you the front end, teaches you the back end. They also really focus on technical communication, which makes sure that you don't, it's not just that you understand the code that you are writing, but you're able to effectively communicate it to someone else. What I've really learned in the past couple weeks is that also just really make sure that you are really cemented in what you know, because you don't really know what you don't know until you try to explain it to someone else. So this focus is what really drew me into Codesmith in the first place, that focus on really having strong technical communication, and also I noticed a really kind of deep understanding of JavaScript as a language itself. But anyway, back to my first day. What was really nice is that they had breakfast for us. They also gave us a little bit of time to kind of sit around and get to know our cohort mates, fellow Codesmithers, Codesmithians, something like that. And then we launched into a overview of the program. You know, kind of like general like first day orientation stuff. It kind of reminded me of like syllabus day from college, where, you know, you get to chill out a little bit. That was unfortunately not the whole day because we did have an assessment. Once you're accepted into Codesmith, they give you pre-course work, something that will kind of bring you up to speed if you have not been coding for that long. So you do need to have some basis of knowledge of JavaScript before you get accepted to Codesmith, but the pre-course really helps you get up to speed on things like CSS, HTML, using GitHub, and a couple other things that are going to be really useful during the program. I was pretty nervous about the assessment because I hadn't been able to complete the full pre-course that we were given. I also do not come from a technical background. My experience in undergrad was studying linguistics and international studies, and then I also worked in a couple different sectors like nonprofit, higher education, and in the startup world for a little bit before coming to coding. It had also been a while since I had had a timed test. Most of my exams in college were essays or just not timed or take-home exams, and it's been 3 years since I've had an exam of any kind, really. So the fact that I had an hour to complete a fairly quantitative, logically based test was nerve-wracking. I was already coming in a little nervous about kind of this new learning style, and it made it a little worse that I didn't feel quite as prepared. And I'm not gonna lie, I almost cried. I had a moment of, crap, what am I doing here? But then I kind of thought back to something that Will Sentence, who's the CEO of Codesmith, had said during our overview. We're here for a reason, and Codesmith graduates, you know, hundreds of intelligent, capable engineers, and they wouldn't have accepted you if you weren't ready. And, you know, I chose to believe that, and kind of that calmed me down, and I was able to finish the assessment. I did have to check in with one of the fellows later to kind of go over my work, but I'm trying to learn to be okay with not knowing everything and having to have a couple check-ins. And see it as a benefit as opposed to like a big red see me. So I calmed myself down, I finished the assessment, and I really had so much fun the rest of the day. I had an amazing time with my first pair programming partner. We worked together to solve a couple different algorithms, and I remembered why I was there in the first place, which was because I came to coding because it was something fun to do, something to occupy my mind, and I found joy in solving those problems. And that's what I think I'm going to try to remind myself for the rest of the time that I'm in Codesmith, that I am loving what I'm doing, I'm loving solving these problems, I'm loving using my mind in a way that I haven't in a long time. And if it weren't 2 a.m., I would want to talk about my lovely supportive cohort who I appreciate so much for their dedication to Codesmith's values of learning together. That's something that's carried through from that first day to the first day of my third week. and it's been an incredibly intense experience. The days go from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Friday, and then on Saturdays it's from 9 a.m. to 4:30. So Sunday is my only day off, but I kind of wouldn't have it any other way right now. I'm enjoying that immersive experience. Hopefully I will make more of these and talk more about my experience and get into a little bit more detail, but right now it's 2:06 in the morning and I need to go to sleep because I have to I have to go to sleep. Oh, the lighting fixed itself. Yeah, I have to go to sleep because I have to code at 9 a.m. So, goodbye.